Hi guys, how you doing? It is Victoria Player here of victoriaplayer.com, helping female coaches to combine their passion and purpose, confidently step into their spotlight and create a unique, rewarding and thriving business doing what they love. And as you can see, I'm coming to you on the move. I am doing this very much off the cuff because I'm definitely modeling having a mobile business for sure, because as you can see, I'm in my car. But I was taken by the urge to jump on here and have a chat to you because I've just put the phone down from what has now become a brand spanking new client. I just completed an enrolling conversation from my car, of all places. And something really came up for me, and it's something I see over and over and over and over and over again, and I wanted to speak about it here. And that is that if you are a coach or a consultant or running a service-based business, never underestimate. Hi Claire, how you doing? Oh, Claire Craddock, nice to see you. I saw you on Saturday, twice in a matter of days. Nice to see you. One of the things I want to say here is, the old school way of growing your business is really as powerful as it used to be. However, I get it, with the days of social media and all the different options that we have available to us, it is easy to suffer with this bright, shiny object syndrome where we feel we have to be doing something really high tech and the latest strategies. But what I want to say to you is business is done upon relationships. And the fastest way for you to grow your business is actually to have real live conversations with people, where you actually meet them, you shake their hand, they can see the whites of your eyes, they can tell if you're shifty or not. This is how we build relationships. And if you are a coach, please understand that, just because you have coaching skills doesn't mean that people are definitely going to buy from you. They are buying you as a person because you are part of that service. They have to buy into you, the ethos of your business. They have to know that they like your personality. And so one of the fastest ways to get to that is for them to meet you face to face. And I was chatting to this new client of mine, and she was saying, and I hear it over and over again, I used networking, but I didn't get any results from it. And, if you read any of the old school marketing manuals, they say the first thing to do is go out. Hi, Jackie. How you doing? Nice to see you. The first thing they say is to go out and start networking. But my goodness, if I had a penny for every woman I speak to who says, I go out everywhere, I get dressed up, I traipse around from every networking, from one networking event to another, and still not enough clients. Or, I talk to people, I hear what they're saying to me, but I don't know how to speak about what I do to them confidently. Or I have a lot of people saying, oh, that sounds interesting, but then it never comes to anything. Now, what I want to share with you is, here's an example of how powerful networking can be when you know exactly how to use it correctly, because it's not just about showing up. Showing up is the first step in the equation of the relationship building process. And believe me, I am not one for being pushy and salesy. However, I do believe in what I do, and I do believe in my ability to transform people's businesses, because I do it all the time, and I've got, seen the results as from that. And so I am proactive in the activities that I do, and that is the key. Just showing up isn't enough. You have to be way more proactive to get the results and outcomes that you're looking for. Hi Toby, nice to see you. So as I was saying to this lady, knowing how to communicate powerfully about what you do is the second step in the equation. However, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes in order to bring people into your world. Just listening to them and having them be interested and leaving it up to them is not enough. There are a number of steps that need to be in place to welcome them in, to build that relationship of trust with them, to, you know, get to that point where you're having a conversation about what might they want, what are their problems, what are they looking to achieve, and also then potentially sharing about how you might be able to help them. So what I really want to get across to you is, don't give up on networking. As an example, I attend a networking group, and it's a networking group for mumpreneurs. Now, if I had a penny for every time I heard someone say, you know what, I show up at these groups and, you know, mumpreneurs, they don't really have any money, so I don't know whether it's the right group for me. And it's just not true, because I've made thousands and thousands and thousands, at least, let me see, think about it, at least £15,000 from attending this one networking group. And believe me, I do not go every month either. But the key is to know what to do when you're there. It starts with showing up. Secondly, it's about speaking about what you do powerfully, being able to communicate in a way that creates desire in a potential client, and then knowing what to do after that. You know, what conversation, how to steer the conversation so that it results in you having having the outcome you're looking for, which is more business and a client. You cannot rely upon wish and a hope as a strategy for business success. It just doesn't work like that. And although people who are successful, it looks like that they're not doing these things, they've got it down in such a way that it's seamless, that it's unnoticeable. When I meet people, I am actually carrying out a strategy, but you wouldn't know I'm doing it because it just comes across like a natural conversation. Let me just read here. Tanya says, thank you. I am one and they are my best clientele, but I hear I'm broke all the time. That's right. Yes. Do you mean the people you meet at networking events, Tanya? Just reiterate on that and I can speak to you more about it. So that's really what I want to get across to you today. Do not underestimate the power of face-to-face connections. If you are new in business, this is the fastest, most direct route for you to fill your business. And as I was saying during this rolling conversation today, I was giving you an example of one of the recent clients I work with. You know, she has a 2-year-old and a newborn. Well, the newborn's probably about 6 months old now. But, you know, when she worked with me, she was literally doing everything. She was blogging, she was going to networking events, she was doing a video blog and posting on social media. Yeah, Tanya says mumpreneurs, that's right. They're really not broke. I mean, this true, it's true. Funds can be limited, but mumpreneurs are very motivated to actually create a business that works so that they can work around their family. You know, they don't want to go back to some shitty corporate job that asks them to work every hour as God sends, or they don't want to end up doing some part-time job that they hate that's not utilizing their gifts and talents. They want to be worth something in their own right other than just being a mother. And so mumpreneurs can be very motivated. And as I said to this particular lady I was speaking to this morning, it's not that they don't have the money, it's that you don't know how to convey the value of what you do, of your coaching packages or whatever, or your consulting packages or whatever your thing is. Because the truth is, we buy what we want, not what we need. And if you speak about what you do in a way that is truly powerful and compelling, in a way that your potential clients think, oh my God, if I work with this person, I see it's going to get me what I want. Suddenly, the people who may have proclaimed that they had no money a moment before will magically find money that they didn't even realize they have. Most of us, we have got some money tucked away somewhere, or we can sell something, or we've got a parent who can lend us money, or a partner, or a boyfriend, or some savings thing that we're tucked away in our mind as being something that we don't touch. If someone wants something badly enough, they will find the money. In the same way that us women can pay for shoes that we know we shouldn't be buying and that can ill afford. We want them so muchly. We want them so much that we find money that we seemingly don't have to pay for them. Okay. Frank says, bonjour. He's saying something in French. Bonjour. My French isn't that great, and it's so long since I've done any French. So sorry, Frank, I can't reply to you because I don't understand what you've written there. Helen. Hi, Helen. I've not seen you for ages. Nice to see you. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the power of networking. Do not underestimate the power of networking. It works. It works amazingly well. It works super quickly and can generate a huge amount of revenue in a short space of time. But showing up isn't enough. You have to know all the pieces that fit together and go step by step behind the scenes. Because that is business fundamentally. It is like having 100 little pieces of jigsaw puzzles that you've just tipped out of the box and it's all there in a big mountain. It's a case of taking all these little pieces and fitting them together to get the full picture. Lovely listening to you. You are so inspiring. Oh, thank you, Helen. That's nice of you to say. And all of these inspiring pieces started with you. I used to work with Helen many years ago in Barristers' Chambers on Fleet Street in London. So thank you. You were definitely an inspiring force in my life back in the days when I was just a humble receptionist. So thank you, Helen. So that's my thoughts on networking. If you are finding that the online world is too fast, too overwhelming, and you're really at that place of, oh my God, there's just too much to do, don't get into burnout. Do not get into overwhelm. Just get centered, get focused, and just narrow things down. People are successful when they get super focused. And actually, because of that, I'm answering the comments as they come up. I'm cutting into my conversation. So I was saying, an example of this was a client that I've recently worked with. As I said, she has a small child of about 2 or 3 years old now, she must be, and a newborn. And, she is a mumpreneur. And she was working just a couple of afternoons a week in her business. And she was one of these people who was literally like bright, shiny object syndrome, like a magpie doing everything and going nowhere fast. And I know that if you are in a woman in business, you're doing exactly the same. We've all been there. We can still do it now. I do it occasionally, except I'm a little bit more disciplined and can rein myself in. But, when we first started working together, we actually cut a lot of that stuff out. And we focused on her just showing up at a few key networking events where she knew her people would be hanging out. Because she was able to speak powerfully and confidently about what she did in a way that, her potential clients could see the value in what she did, it made things so much easier for her. She immediately got response from people, and even the people who weren't ready to work with her right now had such a great experience with her in terms of having that enrolling conversation that they then went away and recommended other people to her. And many of those people also came back to work with her at a later date. And now, luckily, she is in a position where she, her practice is full. She has a waiting list and she's generating mid 4-figure months every single month. And she's doing that by working half the time she used to and doing it around her young family. So this isn't about doing more shit. It just isn't. It's about cutting out the crap, getting focused, but doing what you do really well and not relying upon wish and hope as a strategy for business success. Okay, so do you know what? I need to get into the habit of just speaking and not being, answering the comments, and then I won't keep jumping around with my topics. So let's see. Tanya says, it makes it harder than I used to be I used to be a debt coach, but I now see awesome high-end makeup. That's great. And Helen says, lovely listening to you. You're so inspiring. I read that before. Never just, you were fab then, you're still fab now. Thank you very much, Helen. I'm gathering my own little fan club here. Thank you very much. Sorry, due to school in 10 minutes, got to go. We'll catch up later for the rest of your live vid. Lovely to see you here. Likewise, Helen. Take care, and I'll speak soon. All right, so that is it, really, ladies. And tune in if you get some. What's the word I'm looking for? Get your notifications on this page, because I'm going to be live streaming probably from my car and all random places on a regular basis going forward, quite randomly. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some value from it. And also, if there are any topics that you are stuck with, mention in the comments below and we'll have a chat about it. So thanks for tuning in. And other than that, if you'd like to get more live streams like this and actually do some Q&A time with me, then come join me at the Inspired to Greatness group here on Facebook. Just type in Inspired to Greatness group in the chat box and head over there, and I'll see you there. All right, that's it from me for now. So this is Victoria Player signing out. Take care and bye for now. Take care.